1.6% of all NCAA football players make it to the NFL.
I was thinking to myself, can I do this? I trained for this moment, but do I deserve this moment? What if I fail in front of everybody? It was a dream come true, but it was also, at times, a nightmare. That was the first dagger in the heart of my NFL career.
Michael Davis is a professional NFL player who spent 8 years in the league, more than double the average. Today, he breaks down the training secrets behind his success. When did you start playing football?
Middle school, I fell in love with it. I wasn't always the biggest, strongest, but I knew I had speed. In college, I got a call saying that, oh hey, I'm 3 months pregnant. At the time, I had no future. I failed on the football field. They decided to bench me. So how am I gonna support her, son, and myself? I need somebody to help me because I'm drowning right now.
Guys, you're not given permission to share your emotions.
I was desperate and embarrassed. I needed to put all my effort to football. I went all in.
And you went from a $5,000 signing bonus to
million.
Unbelievable. The NFL, it's physically, mentally, emotionally not easy. How you perform on Sunday is going to dictate how people treat you.
That's just our cost, pressure and stress.
Is it worth it? How have you stayed injury-free?
Ice tub, hot tub. I'm huge on I tore both my hamstrings, but I was able to come back within 2 weeks because
Do you have any regrets? If you haven't subscribed to Science and Soul, now is the perfect time. It's free, quick, and lets you know whenever we release an episode. Thank you so much for your support. Michael, welcome.
Dr. Kristen?
Yeah. When did you start playing football?
Maybe middle school. I played flag football in middle school, but I mean, flag football is flag football, you know? Never really played tackle football until freshman year in high school.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first tackle football. I mean, I was kind of scared of it, honestly, because at the time, I wasn't as aggressive as I am now. So I was kind of I don't know about hitting and all that.
That aggression, is that just in your soul or is that something you had to learn?
I think it's both. For some people, it's in your soul. I think for me personally, I wasn't really around violence like that growing up. So I think I had to learn a little bit how to be violent. I did have that killer instinct.
Yeah.
Because I played receiver in high school. So I knew I'm fasting, so I will beat you. But in regards to me playing
you just
defense,
have to avoid the tackle when you're a receiver. So
in regards to me being doing the hitting,
the
defense, I was kind of I gotta learn. I gotta learn how to toggle. I gotta learn when to hit. I gotta learn how to use my speed to create that impact. But I think for me it was learned.
Yeah. Interesting. Were you just receiver in high school?
I played all positions. Usually in high school, every player plays all the positions. Played receiver, played running back, played quarterback, played safety, played kickoff returner. The only thing I didn't play, I think, was lineman and fullback because I was
okay, wow, you you get around.
Yeah, I was around. Yeah. But it was fun though.
Tell me about the recruiting process. How did you end up at Brigham Young?
I wasn't really highly recruited in high school.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to play at the collegiate level. I just didn't know how to get there.
Yeah.
And then
so there's no real mentorship.
There was my last 2 years in high school. I had a coach named Steve Homo. He helped me a lot. He's still in my life today. So since I played receiver in my junior year in high school, I had a quarterback named Evan Norton. He was a senior. I was a junior. We gelled pretty well. I think I put up 900 yards of receiving. Wow. That's all right. I mean, so I had a lot of offers from colleges. The main ones was USC, UCLA, Mizzou, BYU, New Mexico State, and I think it was Nevada as well.
Wow, it's a good list.
Then my senior year came around, and Evan obviously left. He graduated. So I think my receiving yards went from 900 to went down to 390 or 400.
Yeah.
And colleges hate that fluctuation on yards. Obviously it's inconsistency, but also with the quarterback. So I think only BYU, New Mexico State, and Mizzou stuck around.
Wow.
I was kind of hurt because obviously I'm an LA kid, so USC, UCLA are my dream schools, you know?
Yeah.
But that didn't work out. So then, come to find out, Coach Homo, Steve Homo, his brother Tom Homo is the AD at BYU. So that was my connection to BYU.
Nice.
So that's why Steve Homo kind of helped me with that introduction, meeting Tom Homo, introduction to BYU. And when they kept their offer on the table, my senior year, I was like, this has to be the right place to go. Because I didn't want to go to Mizzou. Mizzou was far.
Yeah.
And I had no idea about the SEC football. I had no idea about that conference. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Nevada was all right, I guess. Or New Mexico State, rather, was all right. It wasn't too far off, but I wanted to be close to home. So I chose BYU.
Okay.
And I knew I had a family friend at BYU to also watch over me.
Yeah. So there's something familiar there.
Yeah.
Like, and when
Very
you
familiar.
visited campus, do you feel like
I mean, the campus is beautiful. I don't know if you've been,
I
but like,
yes, I have actually.
so
Yeah.
campus is, I'm biased, but I think we got the
It's
best campus,
gorgeous.
with the
It's
best campus
gorgeous.
in the world.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. I mean the mountains
Yeah,
and
the
just
mountains
the
right there in front of
landscape
the
and
right behind the stadium. Yeah, it's
beautiful.
the best stadium.
Yeah.
But I fell in love with it. BYU felt like a dream. When you walk in there, I was like, everything's too clean, like, everything's too like perfect. Like,
Yeah.
this must be the perfect space to be, and it
Yeah.
was.
Wow. So what was that transition like? I mean, I think 80.6% of the population, the student population, are white.
Yeah, white, yeah,
Yeah,
and white.
and 98% Mormon,
Yes.
right? And you are, I would say, Mexican, Black heritage, and
Mhm.
devout Catholic.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about how did you transition into that environment?
Smooth transition. I guess color wise, because a lot of the Mormons or LDS people, they are Polynesian,
Okay.
and they usually are dark.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
Okay.
all the Polynesians there are dark.
Okay.
You have your Samoans, you have your Tongans, you have your Fijians. Especially the Fijians. The Fijians are super dark. They look like me.
Yeah.
So usually, sometimes around college, you'd be like, you should tell people I'm Fijian
Mm.
instead of like I'm just black and Mexican. I should be like I'm half Fijian, half Mexican, and they believe me obviously because
Yeah.
the Fijians are usually dark
Okay.
and they're fast and skinny. So
You fit the stereotype
yeah, I
perfectly.
did. I did. But color wise, smooth transition. Religion wise, a little bit tricky because obviously I'm Catholic. All Mexicans are usually Catholic. I went to a LDS school. I don't really know much about the rules though.
Mm-mm.
So before you go to BYU, they make you sign a document that says states that you won't do what, you won't smoke, you won't drink, you won't have sex. Profanity is frowned upon. Coffee is frowned upon. At the time when I went to school. But that, I mean, to me, it was like a no-brainer. Whatever, like I'll sign. Like, I mean, I shouldn't have a big deal about that. I shouldn't have a big problem about that.
Yeah.
Um,
So when you sign, like what if you violate any of those things? Like are they monitoring you? Do they have like drones? Like how do they how are they like
drones, you never know. But
right?
they didn't keep tabs on us like that. But I think the students kept tabs on each other.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like, yes, your
Yeah.
honor comes into play too, but it's really just like you have eyes on you all the time. Especially you play football, you play any sports at BYU, like everyone's watching you intently.
Yeah.
Like no matter what you do.
Yeah.
If you do get caught, you do get kicked out of school though.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So stakes are high.
Stakes are very
Really
high.
high. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you lose everything. You violate one of these rules.
Yeah, you do.
Wow.
At least for a year.
Okay.
You lose at least 1 year of school. I had a couple friends that lost a year because of that.
Yeah.
They do play on your emotions though, because sometimes they make you feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to like talk bad about BYU, but like sometimes like obviously with their sermons, with their teachings in school, with their classes.
There's a lot of guilt.
Yeah.
Heavy guilt.
A lot of guilt sometimes. And
Yeah.
sometimes you kind of like, oh my God, it's like, why did I just do that? Like I just went against God. Like, and then I go and tell myself or go telling somebody else from what I saw.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks, but kind of keeps us like grounded.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, the goal was for us to be clean in that time at BYU.
So you're a senior, and your girlfriend tells you that you're gonna be a dad.
Well, she wasn't my girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
I don't think we ever dated, but
Okay.
she was 10 years older than me, and she was obviously on the pill.
Mm-hmm.
And then come to find out, my senior year, I'm at my friend's house in Orem, and I get a call from her saying that, oh hey, like I'm 3 months pregnant, and I was like, what? Like,
Wow.
I felt dumb because I knew it was my mistake because I knew it was half of it was my mistake. But I also felt dumb in the sense that like I didn't at the time I had no future. Like, I mean, my future wasn't set. Like I didn't know I was gonna play professional ball, but I was kind of like scared too. I was like, damn, like what am I gonna tell my mom? Like, what am I gonna tell my friends? Like,
Yeah.
you know, obviously my friends were at the house when I got the call, so I obviously had to tell them like, yo,
Yeah.
like, and they knew who mom was.
Yeah.
They were obviously pissed. They were upset, but told my mom. Mom was not happy. I mean, I knew she wasn't gonna happen. I was scared to tell her.
Yeah.
I was gonna hide it from her, honestly.
Yeah.
But I ended up telling her. Told her the mistake that I did. I can still hear like the tremble in her voice sometimes when I think about like 2016. Because I was actually, I think, the first time I actually heard my mom sound like everything just ended, like, for her too.
Yeah.
Because my plan was for me to get a good paying job, to be in the NFL and support her. So, like, how am I gonna support her son and the mom and myself? Like, I can't even support myself at the time. Like,
Yeah.
how am I gonna support all these people? After that incident, I feel like my mind shifted from football to supporting somebody else.
Mm.
And also at the same time, my mom wanted me to finish school before I entered the NFL. And obviously, I knew that I
Did
was,
you already know that you were going into the NFL, or like were you already considered a
I was,
prospect?
I was, junior year. I had a pretty good year, junior year.
Yeah.
So I guess I was considered a little bit of a prospect, but I wasn't like huge prospect for these teams. Like, I just knew that I wanted to declare for the draft after my 2016 season
Yep.
and just see what my fate would take me. But so I kind of struggled with balancing academics. Obviously, the kid, knowing in the back of my mind that I had a kid to support and knowing when, like, she would come back for me.
Yeah.
And also doing well on the field.
Yeah.
And I felt like I focused more on schooling and the mom versus my football. So halfway through my senior year, I knew my play had downgraded. My coaches saw that. They saw that I was like
Did your
distracted.
coach know what the distractions were?
I didn't tell him because I was kind of scared.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't tell
Do
anybody.
you regret not telling him? Do you think you would have had better support?
I think,
Yeah.
but like, I think now times are different because now people want to hear how you feel and want to see, like, I was talking about mental health. They want to know what makes you tick, what
Yeah.
helps you in certain situations. I think back then nobody was talking about that. And I think as a man, nobody wanted to hear like
Your problems.
your problems and stuff like that. So like I kept everything internally. And also I've always been like a reserved kid, so I didn't want to tell people everything I'm dealing with
Yeah.
because I felt like if it has nothing to do with you, then I shouldn't be telling you that.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And I think that's what they always taught us in school and also in all sports, especially football. Like, you gotta be a man, you gotta be physical, you gotta be tough. Like, don't cry. Like,
Yeah.
none of that. But yeah, maybe things would have been different if I told my coaches what I was dealing with, but I didn't tell them. So I kind of dealt with it on my own. It's kind of like my first real introduction to stress,
Yeah.
like high level stress. But yeah, so I failed in the football field.
Yeah.
They saw that I saw that as well. I saw it happen. So they decided to bench me. At that point, I kind of just hit autopilot. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess football is done for me. So now let me try to focus on my academics. And I studied theater arts in college, with an emphasis in set design. So that was my plan moving forward. But every year after your season ends, you get a chance to showcase your skills at pro day. You can either go to the
Yeah.
combine in
Yeah.
Indianapolis.
This is like pre-combine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you can do your skills at pro day at BYU. I think I kind of like told myself, I was like, hey, like, you have 4 mouths to feed. So you gotta tighten up. You gotta either figure out you're gonna do theater or you gotta figure out you can step up and do football and try to, have one last opportunity in football. And that's exactly what I did.
So did you go all in at that point, like training wise? And
Yeah, I
did you
went all
just
in.
get
Went all
as
in.
fit as humanly possible?
I went
You're a
all
little
in.
bit of a machine.
I went
Like,
all.
let's be
Well,
honest.
I went all in. Before I did that, I had to reach out to a couple agents because obviously agents. I had no film. I had a film only for my, a little bit of freshman, a little bit of sophomore year, but mainly all my film came from junior year. And also the first part of my senior year. But teams could see, or agents could see, that my kind of play went a little bit down because see that I was a little bit distracted. And that's the first thing one of my agent I reached out to was Carter Chow, and he told me, he's like, yeah, you look distracted in your game film your senior year. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I was like, there's some things I'm dealing with off the field. Like, so I need you to help me with those things and with my football career. Because I need somebody to help me because right now I'm drowning right now.
Yeah.
I felt kind of embarrassed to ask for help, especially through my agent.
Yeah.
Because I always thought that my career football would be kind of pretty easy. Like, I'll go from high school, I'll play in the collegiate level, I'll do well in the collegiate level, and then I should be able to like spring myself forward into the NFL with no worries.
I mean, it's a little crazy though that you thought that, because 1.6% of all NCAA football players make it to the NFL.
Yeah.
So
I know. It's a very, very low
Very
number.
optimistic.
Very optimistic. Yeah.
But which is even more incredible that you've had an 8-year career in the NFL.
I know.
Which is insane, right? When you think about that.
It is insane. Hard work. Took a lot of effort to get here. Took a lot of effort.
So you tell Chow, your agent, that you're struggling. And what was it like to, like, I have so much empathy for guys just in general. Like, you're just not given permission to share your emotions, right? Like, to be vulnerable and to express when things aren't going well and to ask for help. And, so I feel like the tides have changed.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to hear your perspective. But, what was that? Were you that desperate where you're like, I have nothing to lose here. I'm just going to tell this guy, like, what's up?
I was desperate.
Yeah.
I was for sure desperate and embarrassed. But I mean, he helped me through. But he did tell me that I needed to put all my effort, all my focus into football. Yeah. He said that you need to put your out the field business aside and just focus on football only. And that's exactly what I did. I'm not saying that I don't eat well now, but I ate well. I ate like a machine. You say, I ate like a machine. I trained like a machine. I slept like a machine. And it actually paid off. I trained at Sports Academy in Newbury Park. But I knew it was fast though, so I wasn't always the biggest, the strongest or the quickest, but I knew I had speed. Yeah. And that's the main thing I focused myself on. I focused on speed. And they knew that I was fast, and it was like, okay, we're gonna focus on your speed because I think your speed will get you into the NFL. Yeah.
Not to mention your change of direction.
Yeah, change of direction was pretty good, but like my speed was like my main, was my one way in. Yeah. And I did all the right things. And then in March, I think it was March 25th, I think? 25th, 26th, I think we had pro day. One of those days we had a pro day at BYU. And it was actually my time to shine.
Yeah. Did you feel good? Were you nervous?
I had doubts, honestly.
Yeah.
Because this was it. Like, this was
This is your only chance, really.
My only chance, my last opportunity. Like,
you put all your eggs in that basket.
I did.
Yeah.
I put myself in that basket.
Yeah.
But I had doubts, like, even when, I think I was telling my mom this a while back, like, even when I was in my stance about to run my 40-yard dash, like, I was thinking to myself, like, can I do this? Like, I trained for this moment, but, like, do I deserve this moment? Like, yeah. Like, what if I fail? That's the first thing that came to my head. Like, what if I fail in front of everybody? Well, also, but we had to run it twice. We had to run the 40 twice. The first time I ran the 40, I tripped a little bit in my stance, but then I had my second chance to run it again. And then the same time again, I was thinking, okay, so I tripped the first time, like, I trip again, then what if I actually do hit the dirt? Like, yeah, it'll be tough for me. I think when I got in my stance, I took a deep breath in and out, and I was like, well, okay, last try, I just focused on my first step. I think my first step is what got me. I kind of got caught on turf my first step. So I was like, just do one step at a time. And then when I went, I took out, I think my first 3 steps are perfect. And I was like, okay, maybe we got it. And I started sprinting. Form went out the window because I'm trying to get to the line as fast as I can. And I ended up running, I think I ran a 4.34. Wow. So I was blazing.
You were so fast.
Yeah, I was blazing.
Put that into context for our listeners. How fast is that? Yeah.
4.34. So the fastest receiver in the NFL, I think right now it's the Chiefs have one. I think Xavier Worthy's fast. Yeah. But also Tyreek Hill. So I think both those boys, they run like 4.2.
Okay.
So they ran like 4.2 and I ran 4.34. So if we were to sprint, that's like a matter of like
just yeah.
Like this, maybe. Yeah. Maybe even less. Like a couple feet. Like
yeah, that's insane.
But yeah, I was blazing.
Yeah.
Then we did the position work. We did the rest of the position work. I did all right on those things. I held my own. Yeah. But I think the scouts were there. The scouts loved what they saw in my speed. Had to go back home and just wait it out. I had to wait until the draft, which was a month later in April 24th, 25th. That's when the real fun began, I think. Yeah.
So what's an undrafted free agent?
So undrafted free agent is when you don't get your name called. When you don't get your name called during the draft. There's 7 rounds in the draft.
Yeah. So you're waiting. You're watching.
I'm watching. Obviously I wasn't going first round.
Yeah.
So I knew I wasn't going on the first day. But the second
Yeah.
day, there were a couple like scouts out there saying that I'd be in the second day, like the second, third round.
Okay.
Obviously that didn't happen.
Yeah.
I was a
So
little bit
they're
pissed.
calling the names out.
Yeah.
So you're fourth round,
Now the
fifth
third day is fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. And in my head, I was walking somewhere in hall with my mom, and I was like, "All right, mom, this is the last day, day 3. Like, my name has to be called. Like, um, and as an athlete, like I said, like all you want to hear is your name being called. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what sport you're
Just
in.
want a
Like,
chance.
yeah, you
Yeah.
mean, but it's not even just a chance. It's just the fact that your name appears on the screen. Like, this team chooses Michael Davis. You know what I mean? I never got that opportunity. So after the 7th round, they didn't call my name. I remember crying. I was crying with my mom because I was like, Mom, like, why didn't I get my name called? Like, what did I do wrong? And she started crying too because she felt my pain. Like,
Totally.
I mean, I still feel the pain right now. Like,
Yeah.
I feel it right now. Like, but there's like an hour after the draft where teams that can call you and say, oh, like, we want you. I mean, we couldn't use a draft pick for you, but we want you to play for us. At the time, my agent Carter Chow, I had at the time San Diego Chargers, Baltimore, and Jacksonville Jaguars call my agent, telling him that they wanted me to come play for one of them. But I think Baltimore had just drafted, I think Marlon Humphreys in my class. I think they had just drafted him in the first round, and he had a couple more corners. Jacksonville Jaguars, I think they had just drafted Jalen Ramsey, or they had just drafted him the year before.
Kind of a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let dog too.
That's so good.
Yeah. So I was like, I mean, at the time I had no confidence in myself, so I was like, I don't think I can compete with like the first rounders right now. Like,
Yeah.
I had to take it step by step. And then San Diego Chargers, all their defensive backs, they were coming off injuries. They were always like injury prone. So in my head, I was like, I might have a chance there. That might be my way in. And even my agent Carter was like, Michael, this is your way in. Like, they have a lot of injuries on their team. They don't know where they're gonna go with the corners, but they're looking for a big, tall, fast corner.
Nice.
And I was like, well, Carter, that was me. Like, let me go meet him. And so I ended up telling Carter, okay, tell San Diego Chargers that I want to go with them. And do you know the bonus for the signing bonus for an undrafted free agent?
No.
It's $5,000.
5,000?
Yeah.
$5,000?
Yeah. I mean, to some people, it's a lot of money, but like,
yeah.
When you look at like the contract from the people who are drafted 1 through 7, like it's
$75 million. Like,
yeah. Even the 7th round, I think 7th round he got like 6 figures, and I got 5,000. I mean,
yeah, you made up for it.
Thank you, Charlie. Yeah, I made up for it. But that was my signing bonus, 5,000. And honestly, that's the most money I've
actually probably ever
had, ever seen.
Shot.
Yeah. But just comparing it to somebody else,
no,
I mean,
it's painful.
It is painful.
Yeah.
And I know comparison kind of like kills like happiness and stuff like that.
It sure does. Yeah.
But at that moment, I was comparing.
Yeah.
Everything.
So you get that signing bonus, and then do you have to go through camp?
I go through camp.
Okay.
You still got to perform. Like the signing bonus is, but whatever. Like they could have still like.
They can renege on that. There's not a contract in place necessarily that there
isn't. Actually, I did get cut. 2017, the final cuts out there, a last preseason game. The deadline I think is like 1 p.m. I made it up until I think it was like 12.
And you get called in?
I got called in. That was the first dagger in the heart of my NFL career. They cut me. The next day they brought me back on practice squad. So I started off the season on the practice squad. The first week I was inactive. And I think then again I had a talk with my mom and Steve Homo. And I was like, hey, like, what do I do now? Mom was obviously like, mom's kind of a little bit of a go-getter. She was like, Mike, like, you made it this far, but like, keep going. Like, she was like, I know what you're worth. And like, and my mom always tells me to be humble, but my mom was always one telling me like, Mike, you're better than them. Like, so it's funny.
You gotta have that cheerleader.
I know, so it's funny. So
okay.
like, but then when I act like I'm better than you, she's like, no, humble yourself. And I'm like,
you just told me.
You're like, Mom, you just told me. But yeah, my mom's funny. But then I also talked to Steve Homo, and Steve Homo was like an old school type of dude. Like, he used to play linebacker, play for UCLA. So he's kind of like, he's black and white. Like, Mike, you're either gonna do this or you're not. Like, make up your mind right now. there's no gray area with him.
It's that old school
Old
coaching,
school,
like no
old school.
nuance. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's no
I
bullshitting with
appreciate
him.
that.
Yeah. So he was like, Mike, like, but in his head, he was like, Mike, like, I never would have thought you'd gone to the NFL like this, and neither of you, but like, you made it here, so like now it's up to you what you want to do. But then he kind of got serious and he was like, Mike, like, do you want to play or you want to be just another guy? And I was like, well, I want to play. Like, I don't want to just sit on the bench, watch other people play. Like, I didn't work my ass off just to sit here and just watch you go shine.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I want to shine myself.
Yeah.
So he was like, all right, so then do what you got to do. The beginning of week 2, I went into special teams and I was like, hey, like, I want to use my speed for punt, kickoff, punt return, and KOR. And the whole week I worked my ass off and they put me, I was active on week 2 on.
Amazing. So you were special teams.
Special teams.
Okay.
So special teams is not defense, not offense. It's
Right.
just like the regular core, the punt return, kickoff return. So I did that. I shined. At the end of the year, I had me and my buddy Austin Eckler, who's also known the G.
Yeah.
He was undrafted as well. We shined on punt. Punt was kind of like our nature. Like we were
Nice.
like killing it on
Beautiful.
punt.
That's awesome.
So from a guy in high school who didn't want to tackle anybody, was a little bit scared of tackling, to now at the end of my 2017, my rookie year, I think I amassed like 15 tackles, 16 tackles on special teams. And I remember at the end of the year, we were making our, we were handing out like gifts, whatever, for like the most improved player, whatever. Anthony Lynn stood up in front of everybody. Anthony was like, Mike, like, you had 15 tackles? Like, I had no idea. Like, he was like, because when you first came into the league, like, you couldn't even hit water if you fell out of a boat. And I'm like, bro, like, in front of everybody?
That's awesome.
So, like, I think even with that joke, kind of made me feel a lot better because I was like, he thought one way of me, and I was able to change his mindset. And I went back and I told Coach Romo that. And he was like, well, proud of you, young man. Let's keep it going.
That's great.
And then I ended up starting my second year. It was very surreal. It was a dream come true. But it was also, at times, a nightmare. Because it was fun, obviously. I mean, it was a dream come true to play, in my hometown. Play at a professional level. In the back of my mind, I still had, my mom was still living in a 1-bedroom apartment in Glendale. So and she was still working. So I had to figure out a way to still live my dream, but also share my dream with my mom and also my son, who wasn't born until June of 2017. To have enough money for him as well. I wasn't really going to support the mom at the time, but I was going to support him and my mom and myself. But I think it always came to my head like, okay, like I'm playing professional football, but okay, but like now what? Like, when will I have the chance to get more money? When will I have the chance to actually like, share what I have?
Yeah.
To my family.
When was like the next kind of milestone in your contract?
In 2020, they gave me a tender year. A tender year is kind of like what is it? It's kind of like a franchise tag for undrafted players.
Okay.
They can either give you money worth as a first rounder, a second rounder, or your original round. So since I went undrafted, it'd probably be like a couple thousand.
Okay.
But they ended up giving me a second round tender for, I think it was like 3.2 million.
Okay, nice.
So in 2020, so 2020 was kind of like my prove it year.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we can give you a little bit of an upcharge in your, or not upcharge, but a little bit of a bonus in your paycheck, and see how you can perform with more money in your account. And then from then on, we'll see if you can earn more money.
Wow.
Like you deserve more money.
Yeah.
And I did pretty well.
Yeah.
2020 was a good year.
Yeah, 2020 was a good year.
2020 was a good year.
Yep.
But yeah, and then I got paid in 2021.
What was your, it's public, so I suppose it's okay
What?
to talk money, but
your contract?
yeah, what was your contract?
3 for 25 million. Yeah,
That's
sorry.
unbelievable.
Not thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, $25 million.
Yeah.
You're just set for life.
Yeah.
Which is pretty amazing.
Try to make some more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know those very rare products that quietly become essential to you? At first, you don't even realize you need them, but then you start using them and realize just how much they're actually doing. Well, this has happened to me recently with my sponsor, Bond Charge, and their red light face mask. I've been using it consistently for the past 5 months, and the difference is so real. My skin genuinely looks brighter and it feels more elastic. And I've noticed an improvement in my overall skin tone and appearance, especially on days when I'm coming off heavy travel or short sleep. This mask uses red and near infrared light to stimulate collagen and cellular repair. I only wear it for 10 to 15 minutes, but that is plenty to give me all the benefits. Because it's hands free, I can wear it while I'm working or reading, even if I'm prepping for the following day. For me, this mask has become a ritual that signals that it's time to wind down and recover. If you're curious and want to try it for yourself, head to boncharge.com/Kristen and use code Kristen for 15% off. Discount applies site-wide. You'll also get free shipping and a 1-year warranty. Head to boncharge.com now. I want to talk to you about our sponsor, Whoop, because we've just launched something that is going to shift how we all understand aging. It's part of the new 5.0 and MG, and it's called HealthSpan. It gives you a real, measurable view of how quickly or slowly your body is aging. Not in theory, but through data that connects directly to your daily behaviors. What's been the most compelling for me is how responsive the metric is. My biological age is currently tracking more than a decade below my chronological age. I can see almost in real time what is contributing to that. Things like sleep consistency, my VO2 max, time in various zones, strength training minutes. When those are dialed in, my number slows. And when they're off, it accelerates. It's that sensitive. We built HealthSpan into the 5.0 to give people a clear view of what's really impacting their long-term health. Because once you can see it, you can change it. If you want to try HealthSpan, visit join.whoop.com/science where you can get 1 month for free. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the NFL seems like it's just not easy. Like physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Talk a little bit about that.
It's not easy because we have now we have 17 weeks. So we have 17 games.
Yeah.
I feel as though like other sports you have plenty of weeks. So if you mess up 1 week, it's like whatever, you'll pick up again the next week. I feel like each of our weeks count because if you lose 1 week, that could mean that you're out of the race.
Yeah.
I feel like just the demand is so high because they want you to perform at a high level like now. They don't want you to wait. And I feel like it's a grind because I feel like you're taking a test every day. And then your final comes on Sundays, Thursdays, or Mondays whenever you play. I think as a football player, you sacrifice, everything. You sacrifice, your own mental peace, your family, your time, you sacrifice patience, and you sacrifice your body. I'm not saying all the sports don't do that as well, but we have a limited amount of games. And sometimes you just have to just say, like, screw the rest of that. I need to focus on football. Whatever happens in football happens. Whatever happens to my body happens. Whatever happens to my mind happens. I think that's why a lot of guys, especially when it comes to concussions, they keep playing. Because with a concussion, you can be out for a week or 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And anything can happen within a week or 2 weeks. Like, your team could lose because of you or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just a pressure for you to perform, pressure for you to be out on the field.
Despite injuries.
Despite anything.
Yeah.
Despite what you might be dealing with off the field.
Yeah.
Because remember, as a football player, you're playing for yourself, the other 31 teams, and the fans. It means anybody can turn on you because of your performance.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the grind.
It's very cutthroat.
Very cutthroat. You always have to be locked in. Because just like any other sport, like every year they have a draft, so they're bringing new players to take your spot. You know what I mean? Like, I'm 30. Like, I'm young, but like I guess in this industry, like I'm considered the old head. Like, now I'm the old guy.
Yeah.
But I'm really young. Like, I'm only 30.
It's wild.
So I feel like they keep bringing new, younger people to come take your spot. You just always have to keep your head on straight, like, and just make sure that you're always coming in with consistency and effort, to prove to upper management that you belong here. Like, like, I'm better than the young buck they're bringing in.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of stress though, because you got to deal with all that within 17 weeks.
Yeah.
And like even Dane, actually you got to deal with it every day, honestly.
Yeah.
Sometimes like coaches say that like you work hard Monday through Thursday or Monday through Friday, Saturday walkthrough, then Sunday you can just go out there and just play free. But I think it's like you feel the most stress on Sundays because you work so hard, but then you're like, okay, like this is my job interview now.
Yeah.
Like, and you can be as ready as you can be, but sometimes like the job interview doesn't go as planned.
Yeah. And like your body of work matters, but not really. It's like how you perform on Sunday is going to dictate how you're treated that week.
Really? Yeah, it's true though, because you can perform like 100% Monday through Friday and be like, okay, I got all these interceptions. Like you got 20 plus interceptions on Friday or whatever throughout the whole week.
Yeah.
And then Sunday comes and you get scored on, and everyone's looking at you like, what were you doing all week? Like, and you're like, I mean, like I've been putting in the work. Like just happen, ball happen.
Yeah. Knowing that how you perform on Sunday is going to dictate how people treat you, how they look at you
the next week.
Like that's just the reality, right?
It is.
That's hard on the psyche.
It is hard on the psyche, but I mean, it's what we signed up for. Yeah. I mean, it's the reason why they pay us all those big bucks.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, for us to provide, well, not provide, but for us to perform.
Yeah.
At a high level, but everything comes with a cost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just our cost, pressure and stress.
Is it worth it?
I think it's worth it. For the life that we want as athletes, I think it's worth it. It's not for everybody though.
Yeah.
That's one thing Coach Dan Quinn used to say a lot. Like, this game or this system that we're playing in it's not for everybody. It can be for everyone, but it's not for everyone.
So the demands, I mean, the demands of a cornerback are pretty significant. Talk a little bit about just the position.
The position?
I'll tell you, my favorite cornerback was Deion Sanders.
Of course. Deion's all-time great.
I mean, so good.
Mine is Darrell Revis.
Oh.
Revis is, Revis Island. Can't beat that.
Yeah, so good.
The demand of a cornerback position. The first thing is you gotta be able to run.
Yeah.
Second thing is your mental.
Yeah, because you have to basically defend the fastest person on the field.
I'm on the defensive side of things.
Yeah.
So we do the hitting, we do the intercepting.
I think what's exciting about that position, like if I were to play football, I think I would want to be a cornerback because I love the idea of like creating turnovers.
It is a great idea.
Like that is like
it is great.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is like, there's nothing better than creating turnovers.
It is one of the best feelings. I would tell you that.
It is, everyone is so happy. You know, like think about when you get a steal in basketball, right? Or like steal. You know, it's just like that is the moment, right? Like.
It is one of the best feelings that when you intercept the ball, when you cause a fumble or recover a fumble. I mean,
what is your favorite turnover moment? I think I know what it is.
My favorite?
It involves my team.
Actually, that's not actually my favorite.
Oh, okay. Well, tell me your favorite. I was talking, you know what I'm talking about. Tom Brady intercept, yeah.
That's also top 3.
Yeah, it's the top 3.
My favorite is Josh Allen and Buffalo Bills.
All right.
We went up there in 2020. I think this might have been after I intercepted Tom Brady.
Okay.
Went up there to Buffalo Bills. At the time, it was him, and Stephon Diggs. He had scored on me. They were in the goal line, going in, about to score. He basically just ran around me. I mean, it was whatever. It was good. He ended up spitting the ball in front of me and pointing at me.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was.
Like under your skin.
He was boasting. He was.
Yeah.
He was doing too much, and I was like, all right. The next series we went out, we had a man call. It was me against Stephon Diggs. And Stephon ran like this little I think it might have been like a slant out or something like that. It was like a double move basically.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen threw him the ball. And I ended up intercepting the ball on him,
so good.
on Stephon. So I think that might have been my favorite one.
How many did you run back?
I didn't. Stephon tackled me right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause as soon as I caught the ball, he had tackled me. But I think that might have been my favorite one though, because he had spun the ball in my face. He had disrespected me in front of everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nobody in the stands, but like national TV,
Yeah.
So I think I got my get back on him.
Nice.
Second one was Tom Brady.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Took it to the house.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your training regimen.
Typical day in the life.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we go with Monday. So usually Mondays I have Spanish class at 9 a.m. Then I lift at Proactive at 1 o'clock. Spanish at 9, come home, chill with the family a little bit, lift at 1, Proactive. Ice tub, hot tub.
So cold then ice.
Yeah. And then I go back home. Tuesday the same. Tuesday, no Spanish, but I'd have position work, 11:30, then lift right at 1.
Okay, so you're on the turf doing kind
Turf
of
doing that
agility
position,
sprints. Yeah.
and then doing cornerback position work, and then I go back to live with practice at 1 o'clock. I come back home, eat lunch, study for my Spanish, and then I'm usually done by like 2:33.
What do you do for like supplements and nutrition? Like, just curious, as like professional athlete, like where do you really lean into from a supplement standpoint?
I try not to take supplements.
Try to get all your nutrients from food.
Yeah,
Yeah, same. And to be fair, it's your job. So, I mean, you're like literally your life is set up to make sure that you
right,
have all
right,
the meals that you
right.
need and like, yeah. Yeah.
Our nutritionist gave us like this little like 5 pill daily 5 pill daily what is it, nutrition pack, whatever it is,
Okay. Yeah.
a daily vitamin pack.
Yeah.
It was
Kind of hits all the,
like the fish oils and all like the bone and stuff like
yeah, it's
that.
the
I mean,
mega. And
yeah.
do you take creatine?
I did a little bit,
Yeah.
but I mean here and there.
That's actually been shown to be really protective for the brain.
The brain.
Yeah. Yeah. I get my kids on it. They could play hockey and,
Wait, kids can use this now too?
oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
It looks
I didn't know
sounds
that.
like pretty much every human should be taking,
Hmm.
5 to 10 grams a day.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, just
yeah,
to think about. Um,
I'll take it
that's
more
good that
often.
I love
Yeah,
that you get your, yeah, it's just a matter, you want it in your tissues.
yeah, yeah.
I think too, like for tackling and hitting and, you want to try to
Performance. Yeah,
protect your brain as much as you can. And
yeah, definitely protect the brain.
yeah.
Definitely.
So knowing, of course, that the average like NFL career is like something like a year, right? Like
Mhm.
it's like very short.
Mhm.
You have been in this job for 8 years, which is insane.
Mhm.
How have you stayed essentially injury free? And, you've had some niggles, but for the most part, like you've been healthy. How is that even possible?
One for sure. I'm huge on needling, on dry needling, obviously massages, and cold tub. Those are my main three.
All right.
Um, I think especially when I tore both my hamstrings, and I tore my pec.
Oh,
Um,
hamstrings
hamstring stuff, yeah.
that's really tough.
But I was able to come back within 2 weeks because I did all. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Both of them was 2 weeks. Yeah. Um,
How's that possible?
I mean, I did all those things. I did a lot of massages, a lot of dry needling. I did a lot of
Wow.
cold tub contrast, cold tub, hot tub.
Wow.
Um, those were my main three that I did a lot.
Yeah.
But really, for me, it was just the dry needling. I think helped me a lot.
That's sneaky.
It is
Dry
sneaky,
needling. Yeah.
and it hurts
Yeah.
depending where you
Yeah.
do it at.
I had like a kind of a lower, like a mid back kind of issue. Oh,
Huh?
I don't know. This was like a couple years ago, and I did dry needling, and I was like,
And it shocks your body,
I
shocks
mean,
all the
it
muscles.
hurt so bad, but it like cured me. Like
Yeah.
it took like I did 3 sessions, and I was like
Yeah.
totally fine. It was amazing.
But the thing is that you have to be in the training room every day,
Yeah.
working on your body. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just be like, I'm gonna go get a massage like 1 week and not get a massage the rest of the weeks. Like,
Yeah. It's
That-
just consistently like doing all the things.
even when you're not hurt though.
Yeah.
I think a lot of players in the NFL they only seek help when they need the help.
Yep.
And then all the times that they're healthy, they're like, oh, I don't need it.
Yeah.
And then they get hurt and they get re-hurt.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what have you been doing the past time? They're like, well, I thought I was healthy. I didn't need it. I think there's always the constant like improvement on your body mechanics and what you can do.
Yeah.
Off the field. It'll help you on the field.
Like when you think about just the layperson, right? I mean, that's how I think, right? Like I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get injured. And a lot of this podcast, we talk about how to not get sick and how to not get
Yeah.
injured, and I think what you're saying, the reason why you've been able to stay so damn healthy is you made recovery literally a way of being in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is just what you do. Right. And I think people are like, once they get sick, like they get a disease or, they start to double down. It's like, no, like just do the little things every day.
But it takes time though. People don't want to do it. People don't want to put in the time.
Yeah.
Because the time to be at the facility early, to get in the hot tub, in the cold tub.
But how much time do you lose sick and injured?
Yeah.
And how much momentum do you lose sick and injured?
People don't see that because people in the moment think like, why am I doing this if this is not helping me right now, if I'm not hurt? I mean,
But that's the message, right? Like, is that
like
just-
I didn't learn to do that until my third year in the league. I think my third year is when I injured my hamstring.
Yeah. And you're like, okay.
And I was like, okay. And then I started talking to the trainers and they were like, Michael, like, I know you've been healthy, but like it's easy for you just to like put it on the side, on the back burner versus doing it every day. I mean, put in an hour before practice, an hour after practice. I mean, but it's time though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 2 hours out
But
of
that's
the
the
day.
difference between
Yeah.
a 2-year career versus an 8-year career.
Yeah.
Is like,
Because it's hard to do the hard shit.
it's hard to do the hard shit.
It's hard.
It
It's
is.
hard to do the hard shit.
And
It
not
is.
everyone is capable of doing the hard shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So recovery has been a huge, I think, has played a huge role in your ability to kind of have this insanely long career in the NFL. Is there anything like mentally that you've done that's, because the grind is clearly as much mental as it is physical.
Right? I looked at every year as its own year. Every year, every season's a new season. You're going to have different players, different schemes. You play against different teams. I think in 2020, was the first year I thought about like doing one play at a time. I mean, one game at a time, one season at a time. I think that's helped me like last in the other 3 years, or 4 years in my career. Because I feel like if you look too far in the future, like you won't focus on what's in front of you sometimes. And I think my first couple years in the NFL was kind of like, okay, like I got to get this money. Like what's going to happen in the future? I got to get this money versus just thinking about like the job at hand. Like first perform today, then perform tomorrow, and then keep stacking them days. And then eventually the days will be overstacked, and all of a sudden, I mean, they'll pay you for that. You know what I mean? I think for sure from 2020 on, I was thinking like for sure one play at a time.
Yeah.
I mean, one game at a time, one season at a time.
Yeah. Just trying to show up as.
Just trying to show up. Yeah.
Yeah. Ready as possible.
Yeah. And sometimes even like one meeting at a time. Like sometimes like meetings are like so long. We got like 3-4 hour meetings, and I'm like, okay, like.
Yeah. The room gets hot, and it's just people lecturing at you.
Yeah. And sometimes I get like my
the
earlier.
rooms are dark too. Like when you watch a video.
They are dark. They are dark.
It's so hard to stay awake.
They are dark. They are dark. They are dark. And I feel like sometimes early in my career, I caught myself looking at the time. Like I'm like, all right, like when's it gonna end?
Yeah.
Versus just being locked in. Like okay, like I got one punt meeting today. Like that's all I have. Make the most out of it. I got one defensive meeting. Make the most out of it. Be engaged.
When I started at Whoop, there were just 50 of us. Now we're a team of over 500. Over the years, I've been asked so many times about how we find people who care about our mission as much as we do. Because at Whoop, we are a collective who are deeply committed to optimizing human performance. A critical part of that mission is building a team that embodies drive, adaptability, and a shared commitment to excellence. So when it comes to finding the right individuals to join our mission, getting it right isn't just important, it's foundational to our success. That's why whenever we're hiring, we use LinkedIn, who's the sponsor of this podcast. LinkedIn has and continues to simplify the hiring process, helping us craft job descriptions, post opportunities for free, and connect with top-tier candidates using real data insights. Even when our team logs off for the night, LinkedIn continues to work away in the background, identifying the best talent, leaving us to focus on advancing our mission. It's hardly surprising that more than 2.5 million small and medium-sized businesses use LinkedIn to hire. If you want to discover your next exceptional team member or post your next job for free, head to linkedin.com/soul. linkedin.com/soul. So you can find your next A player. Terms and conditions apply. Last year, you went to the Commanders.
I did.
Any moments from this past season that stick out? I mean, it sounds like the environment and the culture was just like, it's really badass.
It was badass.
Yeah. Quinn is like, he's
very
I like him.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
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 He's like a Steve Homo.
Yeah. Nice.
I think what brought me joy this year was the DC fans. They weren't like really much fans anymore. Well, they were fans. They were whatever. But like they weren't winning. So like, it's hard to be a fan of a team that doesn't win like that.
Right.
And
like Eagles fan, Patriots fan, like they're so entrenched. Like
so in it,
there's
so involved and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like DC fans, they weren't as involved. And I think like what brought me joy is I used to go to a barbershop next to the facility just to shave my hair, like a little baldy. And the lady that used to cut my hair, she used to be like, Mike, like I thank you for whether we won or lost, whatever. She'd be like, I thank you for this season so far. Like you put football back in our hearts.
Oh.
And I used to be like,
sweet.
Like this is your team. Like there's no other team for you guys. She's like, yeah, I get that, but like we haven't been winning like you guys have. in the past. And now that you
Cool.
guys are winning, like the joy of football, the love of football has come back to us.
Yeah.
Like the whole city was rallying
But
towards
yeah, it
us.
was pretty
Like,
cool.
so I think that was another joy for us. The fans and just watching like Mikey and them like go out there and excel. I think it was like
Yeah.
that's what brought me joy this past year.
That's awesome.
I mean, had a lot of fun though.
What goes right in a team and what goes wrong in a team that determines success at the end of the season? So I feel like it's, and success maybe isn't necessarily defined as, wins and losses. It's more of like, all right, we realized our potential as a team. And what are the conditions that help facilitate that?
Example, the Commanders this past year. No one really had no one really thought that we wouldn't be as good as we were last year.
Yeah.
In this industry, I think success is wins or losses.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. That's the only
I
metric
mean,
that matters.
that's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
Even when we won, we were very critical of ourselves. No matter if we won, like when we lost, same way. So I think we were always the same throughout the whole year. And at one point in the year, I think we had just beaten, I think Detroit. And I think we're gonna go play the Eagles. I think something like that the next week. And I was sitting in the room and I was thinking to myself, this is just like another day, like another
Yeah.
work week. Like I was like, but I can't believe we're here in the divisional round, like about to play the Eagles right now
Yeah.
to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I say that because like when I was with the Chargers, no, like nothing against them, but like
Yeah.
when we lost, everyone was super critical. Like,
Yeah.
both tight. Like, but when we won, like no one was really like, you messed up here. Everyone's like, you messed up, but it's okay. Like,
Yeah.
we good. Like we won. Like it doesn't matter. Like
And if you have talent, you can get away with that,
you can.
but then at some point it's going to bite you
At some
in the
point,
ass.
at some point, effort would beat you out.
Yeah.
But the Commanders, like we had effort and playmakers, but we approached each day like it was any other day.
Yeah.
Just really consistency and showing up. You know what I mean? And just being very critical of ourselves. That was Dan Quinn's thing. Like be very critical of yourself, even though you won or you lost. Like
Yeah.
if you're not critical, then you're not improving. I think that was the main thing about us.
I love that.
We were super accountable. We were very critical, and we had high effort.
Yeah.
So make sure those three, like we were unstoppable. We're
Yeah.
damn near unstoppable.
I mean, that's like literally the paradox of winning
Yeah.
is that winners actually don't think about winning.
Yeah.
Like it's just you're thinking about the work, the quality of the work, and interrogating the effort, interrogating the quality, and that's what you do every single day.
Mm-hmm. It was a fun time in Washington. It was a fun time.
So the Commanders that was just a 1 year
That's a 1 year
basically deal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that ends and now
I'm a free agent. So
now you're
now
a free agent.
Yeah, now I'm back on the stress train a little bit.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Seriously. So your goal is to kind of make it to 10 years.
So my goal was 10
You're
years.
30.
Yeah.
So
My goal was to play 10 years in the league. I just finished year 8, so I have 2 more years. But I'm happy with what I've done though. So like
Yeah.
if football were to end, and this would be my last year, then I'd be like, okay, like I've done everything I've set out to do. I've actually done more than I thought I was gonna do, honestly. Like 8 years is a long time.
I mean,
Like
we talked about like the average.
like 2 years, 2.5 years.
It's like 2.5. It's 2.37
Yeah.
years for a cornerback.
Yeah. I mean, so like
specifically.
so I must have been doing something right,
Yeah. So you grew up in America, but you identify
As Mexican, yeah.
as Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that, to honor your mom?
Yeah. I mean, I know my name is Michael Davis. Like I had the name of my dad, but like I just feel like I'm black, but I just grew up Mexican, so I just feel like I have to like deal with my Mexican side more than I do with my black side. Like I mean, I feel more comfortable with my Mexican side, I think,
Yeah.
than doing my black side.
Why?
Because I think that's just all I know. Even when I was younger, I used to go to Mexico during the summer and during the Christmas season to be with my family over there. Obviously, I speak the language. You know what I mean? have a little bit of an accent every time I speak.
Yeah.
Um,
You were raised in a single family home.
was
Talk a little bit about how that influenced you.
everything I know about a man was through my mom.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit more emotional, but like I had to hide that emotion because I'm the man. Like there's no emotions with men. Well, not now, but like
Yeah. You evolved out of
yeah,
that, but yeah.
growing
Yeah.
up. I think being raised by a single mom, like you are alone some of the time because she has to work. I mean, she has to provide for you or for her and for me as well. So I usually just play sports, came back home. I went to sports or went to daycare and then came back home. Or not daycare, is it after school program, whatever it is, after school program. Um, so I kind of like I had learned to just love myself just to be alone by myself. Um, I learned to be, I guess, like just a watcher. I like to like watch people a lot. Not really much of a talker. I like to observe people. I think my mom taught me that too. Like it's better to observe and speak if you don't have nothing to say about it, nothing to say. Just observe. Just observe how people act towards you, and that'll guide you if you want to be friends with them or not. Um, and she also like helped me with just the way I respect others, the way I approach people, and just how I carry myself. Just like she said, like if you're always observing people, people are always observing you. So you have to like put your best foot forward. You always have to be presentable in anything you do, just in case, because you never know who's watching. I learned that through her, through being a single child in a single family home.
Wow. Was so you lived in an apartment?
Mm-hmm. One bedroom apartment. I think as big as this honestly as big as this spot right here.
Yeah.
Biggest little studio.
So kitchen, bedroom. It's just a
Kitchen, a
studio.
little living room, and
Yeah.
then a bedroom. A little bit of a bathroom. Like
Yeah.
see, yeah, the bathroom be right here, the bedroom was right here.
A little living room.
There's a little
kitchen.
wall right here. Yeah. The living room with the touch of the kitchen. The front door was at the corner.
Yeah. Did you feel safe?
I felt safe. It's funny is mom used to yeah, obviously you lock the door with the chain
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mom used to put a chair behind the door.
Yeah.
So we were locked in.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were
It's
tight.
good. It's good.
But I felt safe though. I mean, thankfully I grew up in Glendale, California. It wasn't much action over there. But I loved it though. It was
Yeah.
small, but I loved it.
It's amazing, I think, how little actually kids need. You
Yeah.
know, if there's love and you feel safe, like you can create a beautiful life.
Yeah, I can.
There's lots of ways to
Yeah.
live a beautiful life.
But I enjoyed it. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for her and for what I experienced.
Do you have any regrets?
Regrets? Not anymore. I think I did for a while, especially with my son Atticus.
Yeah.
Part of that regret came from like I had friends that used to tell my mom like if Atticus wasn't here, Michael would have retired you already. So on top of that, thinking to myself like my original goal was for me to be able to play and provide only for my mom, well obviously for myself too, but like and have a child with a woman that I do love. I mean, and that all had to be put to a hold because I made the error in getting a lady that I didn't even love pregnant. I mean, and now I have to raise a child that I didn't want. And I told my mom like, Mom, like I don't know if I have real love for him. Like, I have love for my son, but I don't know if it's real,
Wow.
or I don't know if it's just because I forced because I am his dad. And I knew mom was hurt because mom, like, you could see the tears come out of mom's eyes, and I was like, all right, mom, like I'm done. Like I don't want to talk about it anymore. And I mean, obviously that's changed now because like I realized that maybe this had to happen in my life for me to get to where I'm at now. So I don't think that without Atticus, I would have not put the stress on myself to better my game and to better myself for me to be able to get the money that I did receive from the Chargers. Because now I can provide for him and my mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I can like where mom wants, she can get whatever Atticus wants. She can get obviously with if he does things the right way. You know,
Yeah.
if he deserves it. You know. Now there's no worry that like, oh, can I provide for him? Now it's like now I can provide for him. So now, I mean, I'm not saying now like the love is real now, but like I just had to like rethink about my relationship between me and him, like what I wanted out of this relationship. At the end of 2019, it's like I 2020, I think I chose to like be like, no, like I actually do have love for him. Like, this is mine. Like, this is my kid. Like, I got love for you.
Yeah.
Like,
It's hard to confront those emotions,
yeah.
like it's like really taboo
Mm-hmm.
to say that I might not love my kid, like that's not easy.
It's
It
not.
takes a lot of courage to, I mean, just
not
even
easy.
like say that, like
Yeah.
is really brave, and to have moved through that and get to a place of
Peace.
of peace,
Yeah.
where there's real love. And what's it like being a dad?
It's like being a dad. It's you have to relearn how you look at the world. Even relearn myself as well, because the way if I talk to Alex, like he's actually like a professional athlete, like he'll look at me like, Dad, like I'm not there yet. Like I think it kind of like slows me down a little bit because I have to be more patient. I think in my industry, like there's no patience. You have to sacrifice patience and time. And with Atticus and with my baby girl Rocky, you have to give more time and more patience. I'm kind of like rewiring my brain and how I think and how I do things, especially around them. And just like I told you, like I know I'm critical of myself, so I can't really be too critical of them. Especially now because Atticus is in sports now, so he's playing soccer, he's playing baseball. So I can't always be like, bro, like do this the right way. Like these are the steps I did to get to where I'm at now. Like now you got to follow that. Like sometimes I just gotta let him just go out there and just play.
They need a dad, not a coach, probably.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I faced the same. I had to let go of the coach.
It's hard letting
So
go.
you still guide.
Yeah.
And you find ways to insert yourself. But yeah, at the end of the day, they need a dad and a mom.
Yeah, need guidance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Need love. They don't need
presence.
Yeah, they don't need they don't need a coach yet.
Yeah, no.
I don't know, but I love being a dad though.
It's being a parent is hard. It you confront, I think, all of your deeper fears and
definitely deep fears.
It's like it makes you question yourself, everything.
Everything. But I'm happy with him though.
Good.
I'm happy with him. I'm happy the way my life has turned out, despite whatever I have to be for.
Well, you should be really proud of the life that you built for yourself and your family, and there's a lot of ups and downs. And
not done yet.
I know. We're still going.
We're still going.
Yeah. What does it mean to be human?
What does it mean to be human? I think what we're doing right now, learning from each other. I think as a human being, you want to better yourself in all aspects of life. You want to grow, and I think that learning from each other is definitely help you grow. But I think what human means is just learning from each other.
Yeah.
Being able to learn and understand one another. Yeah.
I love that. It's beautiful. I ask all the guests at the last question of the show, of what it means to be human. So thanks for sharing.
Of course.
And thanks for the conversation.
Of course.